Hi guys, Dr. Berg here. I had another question about can I cycle my carbohydrates on a keto diet? Can I add these carbohydrates certain times every so often to try to somehow help the depletion of the glycogen or whatever reason that they're trying to do? So that's a good question. Well, first of all, you need to know that your liver makes carbohydrates. It can make glucose out of your own fat and your own protein in your diet. So you really don't need any carbohydrates. And second point is when you mix carbohydrates into a keto program, you basically block keto. The way you get into keto is by avoiding carbohydrates or fasting, which is also avoiding carbohydrates. These two things will get you into ketosis. So the point is that people have this idea that they somehow need it. It's going to create a problem if they don't have carbohydrates. You don't. You need the vitamins and minerals from certain carbohydrates like vegetables, but you don't need the actual glucose. It doesn't do you any good. But overall, the bigger goal is to build a health reserve so high that you can afford an occasional deviation from your healthy eating plan, okay? So I'm not saying you can never do it. It's just that once you get to a state of where your body is so healthy and you've done so well, you can afford to go off because you know how to get back on. And that temporary deviation will not dip your health down at all. It will barely create any negative effects, okay? So that way, yes, you can go off the program temporarily because you know you have a big reserve. All right? Thanks for watching. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto and Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.